Do you want to supply a personal guarantee when you get credit and financing? Well, if you don't, well then you're in the right place, because during this training we're going to talk about everything you need to know about personal guarantees, what they are, how to avoid them, when you need to supply a personal guarantee, and how to build your business to a point where you don't need personal guarantees, where you can get credit and financing without signing as a guarantor. We got a lot to cover during this training, so let's dive in. So let's get started with what is a personal guarantee. Well, look, personal guarantees are required because your business can't stand on its own. So especially in the beginning stages of your business or before you build a credit profile for your business, showing a feasible credit and financing history where lenders and credit issuers want to give you money, well then they're going to want you to sign as a guarantor. They're going to want you to take some of the risk since your business isn't strong enough to take the risk on its own. So let's just look at a simple example here. Michael Dell. Michael Dell doesn't sign as a guarantor for Dell. No, it's not because Dell is Dell. It's because if you look at Dell's credit report, they have enough credit where they've proven that they can actually pay back their debts. They can pay back tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of credit lines and loans. So as such, and because they've accumulated so much assets and the value of the company has increased, all these things get away where the owner's guarantee isn't needed. Look, the bottom line is personal guarantees are needed and required because your business can't stand on its own. So if you want to get away from them, then what you've got to do is build a strong credit profile for your business where lenders and credit issuers know that the business has more to lose by defaulting than you do, and they don't require you to sign as a guarantor. So now a lot of business owners want to know, why is a personal guarantee even required? Why do you have to get it for business financing? Well, let's take a simple example. Let's say a lender wants to actually give you a loan for $50,000. Well, if there's no guarantor and you default on that loan, well then they can only come after the business and the assets of the business. Well, if the business is a newer business, it has no credit profile, no score showing a history of it repaying its debts, so no history to really lend off of, and the business has no real assets to take in case of default, well then you as an entrepreneur, you as the business owner have nothing to lose by defaulting on that debt. That's exactly what lenders want to avoid. Now this is why secured financing exists to begin with, because when you secure the financing with things like collateral of some sort, some asset that can be taken if you default, well then the risk to lenders is significantly less. And this is why if you have 401ks, stocks, bonds, IRAs, all these types of assets, then you can get financing without personal guarantees. But here's the problem. When you get financing based on your cash flow or based on your revenue or based on credit, well, that's when they really want you to have guarantees. Because in that case, if you default, there is no asset to take back. So an important lesson there, if you're pledging some kind of asset as collateral, it's easier to get around personal guarantees when you're going to apply for financing. But if you're getting the most popular types of financing today, such as term loans, cash flow financing, merchant cash advances, even SBA loans, this is when they're going to want guarantees, because they're going to want you to offset the risk they have by not having collateral that they could take back in case of business default. So when should you use a personal guarantee? Well, first of all, you're probably going to be required to have a personal guarantee when two things exist. First of all, when you're getting unsecured financing, financing that's not secured by some kind of asset that's serving as collateral, as we just discussed. Now, the second time you're going to see that lenders and credit issuers want to have personal guarantees is when you have no business credit established. So think of it like this. If you want your business to stand on its own, then your business has to have a credit profile that makes it lendable, that makes it fundable, that makes lenders and credit issuers want to give you money. So if you are a business that's been around for a year and you have no credit profile and score, well, a lender really isn't going to want to lend you money when there's no credit history to be able to look at of how the business has paid its bills. But if you've been in business for a year and you've got 25 accounts on your business credit reports, loans, credit lines, credit cards, all show perfect payment history, good business credit scores, and the credit bureaus themselves are recommending that you be lent 10, 20, 50, hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's when lenders and credit issuers will want to give you money, and it's exactly what they want to see to get you out of personal guarantees. So if you want to not provide a personal guarantee, well, then there's two things you could do. First, you can actually come in and provide some kind of asset that can serve as collateral. Like I mentioned, stocks, bonds, 401ks, IRAs, equipment, inventory, these kind of assets can be pledged as collateral, and in a lot of cases, these lenders and these loan programs don't require guarantees. Second option, build your business credit. The deeper your business credit profile gets, the more accounts that appear on that business credit report, the more types of credit financing become available without the personal guarantee. So if you want to get around personal guarantees, what action should you take right now? Well, the key is to actually do two things. First of all, start building your business credit. When you build a business credit profile and score, then you give your business a credit profile that makes it lendable. And this is the key to lenders and credit issuers wanting to give you money and to avoid personal guarantees. The second thing is, as you grow the business, start accumulating assets. One of the most common types of collateral that you can use is called account receivables. Just letting your customers pay you on terms actually helps you obtain an asset that makes you lendable, and that asset itself can help you in a lot of cases get around a personal guarantee. So start accumulating assets for the business, start building your business credit, and that's the key to getting around personal guarantees. So what you want to do right now is go to the link in our bio. If you check out that link, you're going to find the resources you need to be able to successfully navigate this difficult minefield of building business credit and build a credit profile and score that makes you lendable, that makes you want to be lent money by lenders and credit issuers, and to get you away from personal guarantees. So make sure you check out the link in our bio right now. And by the way, if you got value from this training, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training, where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.